opposition Congress party went down a landslide defeat in the recently concluded Lok Sabha elections, its chief Rahul Gandhi was also convincingly beaten in his own parliamentary seat, Amethi, that is supposed to be one of Congress's stronghold. The loss to Bharatiya Janata Party Smriti Irani, whom he asked to handle Amethi with love, was certainly the lowest point of Congress chief, who has represented the constituency since he entered politics back in 2004. Now, Rahul Gandhi, however, declined to get into any details and said that he respected whatever verdict the people ordered. The party's poll debacle was such that in as many as 17 states, the party drew a blank. On Saturday, the party conducted a meeting of the Congress Working Committee to take stock of the situation and find reasons behind this shameful defeat. The defeat in the Hindi heartland states, where the party won 3 assembly polls just 5 months back, and the poor impact of Priyanka Gandhi's presence in the eastern Uttar Pradesh has added to the dismay in the Congress camp. Now, the loss has raised the question on the leadership of Rahul Gandhi. There were even speculations that Rahul Gandhi may resign. During the CWC meeting, Rahul Gandhi in fact had offered to step down from the party president's post, taking responsibility for Congress's embarrassing defeat in the Lok Sabha polls. However, his offer was unanimously rejected by the CWC members, though Rahul Gandhi had insisted on its acceptance. Addressing media after CWC meeting, Congress's spokesperson Randeep Surjewala said that Rahul Gandhi has been authorized to restructure the party following its dismal performance in the recently concluded Lok Sabha elections.
Congress President Rahul Gandhi, in his address to the CWC, offered his resignation as the party president. The CWC unanimously and with one voice rejected the same and requested the Congress President for his leadership and guidance in this challenging time. The CWC unanimously called upon the Congress President, Sri Rahul Gandhi, to lead the party in its ideological battle and champion the cause of Indian youth, women, the farmers, the SC/ST, OBCs, the poor and the deprived sections.
When the party leaders asked UPA chairperson Sonia Gandhi to intervene and dissuade Rahul Gandhi from resigning, she said that it was up to Rahul Gandhi to decide whether he wants to step down or not. However, his sister Priyanka Gandhi Vadra was of the view that no decision should be taken in haste. While the newly elected Wayanad MP expressed his intent to discontinue as party president, he asserted that he would continue to fight for Congress's ideology and work for the party. Now, since long time, the party has been accused of dynasty politics. Not only the opposition BJP, but many leaders from within the party as well have questioned it. The post of the party president going to members of the Gandhi family since more than 15 years has given the party a tag of institutionalized dynasty politics. There has been a long-standing demand and suggestions that Congress should hand over the mantle to a non-Gandhi family member. Rahul Gandhi in the CWC meeting seemed serious about it too. So the larger question here is, should Rahul Gandhi resign and pave the way for new leadership in the interest of Congress, or shouldn't he? Well, we spoke to several political commentators and Congress party leaders.
पूरे देश में कांग्रेस का नुकसान हुआ है और इसके लिए राहुल गांधी जी जिम्मेदार है। ये जो बात कही जाती है वो बिल्कुल गलत है। प्रदेश पर हर राज्य में जहाँ नुकसान हुआ है वहाँ के मेरे सहित जितने भी अध्यक्ष हैं उन्होंने सामूहिक इस्तीफा कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष के पास निधि तैयारी है, अन्य हमारे सहयोगी भी देना चाहिए और कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष को ये मौका देना चाहिए कि जो उचित लगता है, जो उनको लगता है बदलाव करने की आवश्यकता है, जरूर करें ताकि पार्टी को आने वाले चुनाव में उसका फायदा हो।
Well, actually, I cannot decide on that. It is entirely his call, as an individual as well as the president of the party. How he perceives the situation cannot be determined by anybody outside himself, not even Priyanka. That will be entirely his call. I cannot say he should or he should not. If I say he should resign, it means I am demanding it. If I say he should not resign, that means I am forcing him.
Irrespective of whether Rahul Gandhi continues in his position as President of the Indian National Congress. India's grand old party, the future of India's grand old party, depends on a host of factors which have, in my personal opinion, would have little to do whether Rahul Gandhi continues as president of the party or not. Narendra Modi has successfully not only personalized Indian politics more than ever before since Indira Gandhi's time in the 70s, but made India's multi-party democracy, converted India's multi-party democracy into an American style of a presidential form of government. For me, this he has been able to do by making the contestation, the political contest as one between him and Rahul Gandhi. Having said all this, I believe that there's a lot that Rahul Gandhi personally and the Congress party, the Indian National Congress, needs to be extremely concerned about. One, I think in the run-up to... So firstly, I think Rahul Gandhi entered the battleground rather late in the day. All that he did in the previous, say in the year leading up to the elections, I'm saying from the middle of 2018, he actually should have begun that process much earlier, at least a few years earlier, and it had nothing to do with his position. He could have continued what he did, the kind of aggressive campaigning, the aggressive, the way in which he hit the road. He should have done it much earlier. And it wouldn't have mattered whether he was a vice president of the Congress or the president of the Congress or anything in the party. He could have done what he did as an ordinary member of parliament. That's point number one. I think he failed to convince the old guard within the Congress and the section of the Congress that owes loyalty to Mrs. Sonia Gandhi. I think Rahul was unable to marginalize them even if he wanted to. Who are these people? And they're not just Ghulam Nabi Azad and Motilal Vora and Ahmed Patel. It includes the entire lawyer brigade, the Chidambaram, Kapil Sibal. It includes people like Anand Sharma. It includes people like Manish Tiwari, who won, Salman Khurshid, who lost. So, I mean, they've always had no dearth of lawyers in their midst. But if Rahul Gandhi wanted to promote and project a new generation of leaders, younger leaders, and allow them to play a more important role in the campaigning and in the Indian National Congress, he clearly failed.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi should resign. An election is fought on multiple variables. The party leadership is just one of many. It's your candidates, it's the way the local issues are taken up. It's a campaign theme, the overall strategy, tactics on the ground, how your opposition is basically conducting itself. So there are many, many issues that come in. And frankly, Mr. Rahul Gandhi has led this campaign of the Congress party brilliantly. I know the results are disappointing, extremely low compared to what we were anticipating. But the fact of the matter is he held 158 rallies. He gave like multiple press conferences, close to 50. While you all know that Mr. Modi, India's Prime Minister, in the world's largest democracy, did not even give one press conference. Now, it may have worked. That's a different story. But I think on the agenda of the campaign, Mr. Gandhi and the Congress party ran a very positive, constructive campaign. We ran it on Nair, on jobs, on rural distress, looking at economic issues, helping small farmers, and talking about increasing Manrega to 150 days, a separate Kisan budget. Our campaign was very, I thought, future looking, just like the manifesto. As far as the BJP was concerned, I think they were all into communal polarization. The Prime Minister himself talked about, Hindu majority, Hindu minority, where Wayanad was concerned. And, bringing up the candidature of Pragya Singh Thakur, clearly playing to a hard Hindutva politics. So when we look back, yes, there are things we can do better and differently. But Mr. Gandhi has led a fantastic campaign, and we are all collectively responsible. And going forward, we'll re-engineer ourselves and get ready for the state election. The Congress Working Committee reposed its entire confidence on Mr. Rahul Gandhi. I think if you look at Mr. Gandhi, even in the past when we haven't done well, he was the first man who came up and said, I take full accountability. But look at Mr. Rahul Gandhi's track record since he became the Congress president. I think that's a fair time to really judge him, because after that, the party, entire performance, the buck, you could say, stopped at the top. Look at his track record. We did well in Gujarat. Had we done perhaps just even 5% more, we could have even formed a government. In Karnataka, we upstayed the BJP and formed a government with the GDS. And in the polls that happened in December, we wrested Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan away from the BJP. So, when you look at his overall track record, then he had a fantastic hit rate. I agree the results that have come out right now are, definitely devastating. But don't forget, the reason why Mr. Modi seems to have won this election, at least on the face of it, is clearly the way he made hyper-nationalism into an issue because of Pulwama and Balakot.
I think the Congress non-working committee meeting, and I call it non-working committee because it's a group of 30-odd families, most of which have lost elections, to decide the fate of the grand old party. Their attempt to create an illusion of accountability and democracy by Rahul Gandhi dramatizing his alleged resignation to them, they unanimously rejecting his resignation. It's an old drama. Sonia Gandhi in 2014 did the same drama when they empowered her with more powers to build and rebuild and restructure the party. Instead, she got a non-performing asset like Mr. Rahul Gandhi promoted from vice president to the president of the party. And then he's been leading election after election and making a party lead. Congress party is the only organization in the world where, on the basis of surname, you get promoted irrespective of your performance. No other organization functions like that. Rahul Gandhi should have perhaps quit way earlier, maybe after the 2014 election. But instead of serving the party interest, all they do is they serve the Parivar's interest. The party used to be a Parivar, today the Parivar is the party, and therefore all of this exercise in vain and futility, only done to create an impression of accountability. Rahul Gandhi did not offer accountability. He was just trying to create a sense that he's trying to establish accountability. And what was his parameter that he blamed Ashok Gehlot, Chidambaram and Kamal Nath for promoting their children and their sons? He himself is guilty of that. His mother is guilty of promoting him at the interest of the party. How can he have that hypocritical stand against his own leaders? Why did he allow them to tickets if he had a problem with sons being promoted? And if he thinks that promotion of family interest is hurting the party, then please let me know when he's kicking out his mother and his sister from the party. Because they too are a part of the party. Why should three people from one family be part of the same party and the same CWC? So, Rahul Gandhi should really let us understand whether he's genuine about reforming the party or this is just about saving his family's interest. And the best thing the Congress can do is make a Gandhi Mukt Congress. The moment they do that, they'll come back to power. The moment Congress party gets rid of Rahul Gandhi and the Gandhi family, the Congress party will get 400. They will get 400 seats because the Gandhi family is a liability. It is an albatross around our neck. It weakens our party. They take wrong decisions. They have no appeal amongst the public. They have lost their own family bastion of Amethi. And the only thing they do is that they use the party forum and the party platform to further their own private family interests, which is not
what the Congress party is meant for. It is not a special purpose vehicle or a private limited company of one family or one person. So please, Rahul Gandhi should quit, maybe pack his bags, maybe his family and he should go to Italy, and they should allow somebody like Amrinder Singh to take over.
Well, should Rahul Gandhi resign or should he not? The answer to the question can be both yes or no. If Rahul Gandhi resigns, the Congress may open itself for complete party reform. It will give out a message that Congress no longer wants a dynasty tag to it, which will help on the long run. Now, on the other hand, if he resigns now, the party first have to find a credible face that can hold or command respect across the ranks of the party. Then it will have to brace itself for the assembly elections in Maharashtra, Jammu and Kashmir and various other states. These are the states where party's performance remained poor. The problem is funding also. After poll debacle, the cash crunch will be even more. In such case, will the party be able to stand its ground? The questions are many, but the answers are none. Well, for now, the focus is on the agenda for the upcoming assembly elections. Over the next years, key states including Haryana, Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Delhi and Bihar are set to go to polls, and if Rahul Gandhi decides to resign from party post, will it be a big setback for the Congress party, or will it help the grand old party to rebound to its old form? Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news updates, log on to www.hwnews.in. Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.